Dorothy, the Year 3 class teacher. Today we are going to talk about drawing instrument, and that is an interesting topic in life science. Okay, now when we talk about drawing instrument, I know number one thing that should come to your mind is what you can use to make what sketches. Is it not so good? I know sketches comprise of lines and strokes. Comprise of what? Lines and strokes. Now when we talk about drawing, drawing is different from sketching. In sketch you can have your loop, you can have your your slopes and your strokes anyhow, but in drawing you have to make use of lines. You have to make use of what? Lines. Do you understand? Be it vertical line, horizontal line, or slanting lines. So anywhere you go to and somebody is talking about draw a picture of a football pitch, my dear, make sure that you give them lines. Let it appear like a rectangle. Do you understand? Good. And then where you have your angles, you have to make the mark with what? A slanting line. So that will take us to the topic of today. And then we're going to look at some of the pictures and then the uses of some of these drawing instruments. They have uses. You cannot just look at them like a pair of divider, the one you have in your mathematical set. You know, it has what? A function. So we're going to look at some of the uses of this drawing instrument. Because of space, that is why I could not continue to, write out their uses, all of them. But I'm going to explain all of them to you. And then lastly, we'll look at care of drawing instrument. Whatever we use in life, we must ensure that you maintain it very well for it to last and for you to use it effectively. Do you understand? Good. So today, drawing instruments, okay, as it applies, are a set of instruments used to draw objects using combination of what? Lines. We use what? Combination of lines. So drawing instruments can be simply defined as those instruments we can use to draw what? To draw, make lines. To make what? Lines. So that you don't cram it. It's a set of instruments we can use to draw what? Objects using a combination of lines. We draw it by the use of lines so that you don't forget. So the key words there is what? We have it as drawing instrument, set of instruments. I always love to bring my points. So look at this. These are the key words. Set of instruments. We use it to do what? We draw objects using a combination of what? Lines. That is it. Now, that will take us to common drawing instruments and their uses. Now, we have number one is what? A divider, properly known as a pair of what? Divider. It's found in your mathematical set. Every mathematical set has it. Okay? Good. A pair of divider. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Look at it here. Can you see it? This is a pair of divider. Okay, is a drawing instrument. And now, what do we use it for? A pair of divider. This is used for transferring distance from the ruler to the drawing sheet or paper. Now, let me demonstrate it to you. Now, if I want to draw something like this, is a ruling scale, isn't it? Good. I couldn't find a small ruler for you. This is a ruling scale. Let me get a ruling scale. This is a ruling scale. Look at it. Now, I want to transfer. Okay. I want to transfer from here to this point. Is 5 cm. Now, I want to transfer this 5 cm. I hope you can see it clearly. I want to transfer this 5 cm, okay, to my sheet of paper. I have to use a pair of divider to get the mark, okay? And then I have to be very careful that I don't bend my pair of divider. I hold it straight and firm, and then I will take it like that. When I get my sheet of paper on it, okay, I'll come here. Anywhere I am, I can just keep it there and use my pencil to trace the dots. Now I have made my dots. Can you see it? It's slanting. Once I use my ruler again, a ruling scale to draw, it will just give me 5 cm. So that is how you can transfer your line, your distance from your ruling scale to a sheet of paper. That's the use of a pair of divider. Then the second one, we are going to talk about the compass. Okay, the compass is that one. It looks like a pair of divider, but that one, you have to attach a pencil to it is found in your mathematical set. Please look at it. Can you see it here? This is a compass. This is what it looks like. Can you see it? The one here that I'm touching. Good. Now this compass, it comes like this too. Do you understand? But that one you need to attach a pencil to it. Then what do we use it for? We use our compasses to make arcs and circle. Okay? If you advance in class from year 4 and year 5, where you people begin to draw angles, good. That's when you see the use of what? The compass. Use it to make arcs and circle. Good. Now the next one is a protractor. Oh my. Protractor, you see this all the time. I know you ask yourself, what's the use of all this? In my mathematical set. Now this is a protractor. It looks like a semicircle. Can you see clearly? You can see it right. Now this protractor is used for drawing angle sizes and measuring degrees. Do you understand? We use the protractor to draw angle sizes and measuring of what? Degrees. Now the next one is what? The ruling scale, or you call it the ruler. At times you find people, when you say get me a ruler, they will say, is it the ruler of a kingdom? So is it that you call it a ruling scale or you call it the ruler? But if you don't want people to, get confused, just call it a ruling scale so that they equally know that it's just a drawing what? Tool. So the ruling scale, which is this, we use it to draw what? We use it to draw and measure what? Lines. Either horizontal line, vertical line, or slanting lines. Good. Now the next one is what? Pencil. We use your pencil for drawing what? Lines. This is what you use to mark out your line. You can remember when I had to use my pair of divider to mark out what? To mark out 5 cm distance. It's my pencil that I will use to do what? To draw the line. It will map it out and it will become visible. As it is now, you can't see anything. It's only me that's having it on my hand that can see the 2 holes. But if I use my pencil to mark, you can now see the line visibly. And then you can say, okay, that's the distance, 5 cm. Then the other one is your eraser. An eraser, you know what you use to erase mistakes, is it not? Good. You use your eraser to erase what? Mistakes. This you know very well. Then the other one is the T-square. Now the T-square is what you see when you enter secondary school. If you join the secondary school college, you find out that when you are studying your introductory technology, do you understand? The first thing you will be told to buy is a T-square. And the T-square comes with a drawing board. It comes with a drawing board. It's always together. It comes like this. Some are wood and some are plastic. So it's just something like this. So let me just give you a sketch of the board. This is how a T-square comes. Okay? Because it looks like letter T. That is why we call it a T-square. So what do we use it for? We use the T-square to draw horizontal lines. And we use it to draw set squares. When you want to get a square of a particular drawing or a line, it is the T-square that will give you exact square of what you want to do. Do you understand? And then of course, when you're using a T-square, when you're using it to draw, you must use the drawing board. It goes with the drawing board. Very small too. You can insert the T-square into or slide it in through the holes in your drawing board. And then the drawing board, is where you place your drawing paper. You place your what? Drawing paper. And then it makes it easy for you to sketch out your lines, your horizontal line and your set of squares as the case may be. So that is all about the uses of all these drawing instruments. You remember this? To transfer what? Distance from your reading scale to a sheet of paper. You remember this? A compass. We use it to make what? Arcs and circles. You look at the protractor. We use it to draw what? Angles and measure what? Degrees. We look at the ruling scale. We use it to do what? To measure out our lines. We look at the T-square. We use it to draw our set of squares and horizontal lines. We look at our pencil. We use our pencil to map out our lines. We look at the eraser. The eraser is used to clean mistakes or make adjustments. We then look at the drawing board, which comes with the T-square. This and this work together. Okay? These two, they work together. So I'm going to establish it so you will know. This person and this person, the two will all together. So we use a drawing board to place our paper whenever we are making our set of squares or drawing our horizontal lines. So the last part of this particular topic is going to be care of drawing instruments. So I'm going to read it out because it is written in short and simple sentences, easy to understand. Do not use pins on the drawing board. Good. This is made up of either wood or plastic. Please do not use pins, because if you use pins when you want to make draw your lines, the perforations you've made on the board will make your lines to shift. It will not appear smooth anymore. It's going to make it to shift. So you don't use. What do you use on your drawing board? You use what? You use paper glue. You use paper what? Glue to hold or place your sheet of paper firmly on the drawing board. Then the other one is, do not use compass as paper holder. That is good. That's true. Some of you that do your common interest, you see them when they want to make an angle, they will just use a compass and pin the sheet of paper. It will now pierce through your answer sheet, your question paper, creating unnecessary holes. Do you understand? And then some persons, when they want to draw using the drawing board, they still go to use the compass because it has a very sharp end. Do not use the compass or your pair of dividers to hold papers, okay? To hold things on the board. For example, if I use it on this board, it's going to create a hole here. And before you know it, the board, this particular board, will begin to get spots from those tiny holes. Do you get it now? Good. So it's not necessary. So the next one is, do not use T-square as walking stick. Okay, this is common with children. Children will always want to use it as a walking stick or play with it. Don't do that, because once it breaks, it becomes unuseful to the user. Now, do not keep the metal drawing tools exposed to water droplets to avoid rusting. That's true. Don't keep them. Don't expose it to moisture, no matter how you see it. Hence, you are done using your pair of divider. This is made up of metal. Do you understand? Your compass is made up of what? Metal. This one is made up of metal. Oftentimes, I've seen metal ruling scales too. Okay? Then, which other one? That's all. These three, the ruler or ruling scale, the compass, and the pair of divider. Please do not expose them to water. What do I mean? Don't leave it open. Anytime you are done using your mathematical set, ensure that you cover it what? Properly. If there is any way you allow water to flash or sprinkle on them, please use a dry cloth to do what? To dry up the water. Don't leave it there because it's going to rust. And when it gets rust, it becomes weak and can easily do what? Break. That is it. So lastly, do not use the drawing board for any other purpose. Good. You can't use your drawing board, even though it appears, cute and whatever. Don't use it as your drawing board or as a chopping board in the kitchen. Do you understand? Good. So till we meet next time, when we'll talk about another interesting topic in life science. Today we've just finished everything about drawing instruments. Keep staying safe and clean and study your books.